Morning everyone, nice day again here today in Sheffield. Today I'm going to be making some of these little, excuse the motorbike in the background, these little whiskey sippers. I'll show you that there. You can have cobalt blue slip on the top, some iron oxide slip on the bottom and some white slip wiped on them. So I'm just going to do the throwing part today and have a little bit of a chat with you. Okay, here we go. Okay, these are 175 gram balls of red earthenware. It's about as small ball of clay as I can throw without it being off the hump. And they're just simple, as I said earlier, just simple little sort of whiskey sippers. Just throw them very simply. Small cylinders really. Just roughly check the height. I'm not too precious about it. Just little cups. I'm just going to put some slip on this now. So I'll turn the foot ring, turn the base of it first, or cut away the base of it I should say. Just when you put slip on the bottom and then you turn it, it catches. So this is white earthenware with a little bit of blue cobalt in for my sky. Do all this on the wheel, it's easier. This is white earthenware with some red iron oxide in it. Give it a little bit of a landscapey effect, a bit of hilly effect. That's it, done. Oops. I'll just do a few more for you while we chat. I'm halfway through my chemo now. Those of you that have been following the progress of the lymphoma cancer, I told you all about it in a previous video. I'm not going to go into it now. It's getting boring. But I am getting better with every treatment. I'm feeling stronger. I can wedge clay now. I couldn't wedge clay before. I could hardly get upstairs. I'm walking 2 miles every morning now with the dog. On my rough days, you have a week of rough days in the whole procedure. It's a 3-week cycle, and you have about 4 or 5 days after the chemotherapy where you feel fairly rough. But I still try and get out with the dog if I can. It's important with this procedure to keep your exercise up. Don't become an invalid. I try not to become. I refuse to be an invalid. Life goes on. What I forgot to do with the last one, because I was too busy talking, was a little tip. I use a rib just to take the slurry off the outside, and that allows this slip to stick better. You'll notice with this one it's gone on a little bit cleaner. A bit of a hill in it. That's it. So yeah, so the treatment's going well. I went to Compton Verney, Potfest at Compton Verney this weekend. Had a lovely weekend with the people there. I can do stuff when I'm feeling well. And there's a tradition there. We have a club, a gathering in the evenings, a meal. and it's called the Sausage Club. And there's some amazing food put on, and we cook all the food up for the whole of the Potfest potters. We have a night together, and these we started a tradition of making little whiskey sippers. One potter offers to make a few dozen whiskey sippers to give away to the visitors to the meal. So I volunteered this time, so I'm making these little cups, and they'll be well, they end up being thrown around the place. Who wants one of these whiskey sippers? And you end up tossing them across the crowd so you can catch them. It's quite funny. This weekend, Russell Kingston, who's a great cook, and Tom Knowles Jackson, they organised the meal, and it was cocktails and nachos and various refried beans and salsas and things like that. And what they did was they put foil all over the table, covered in foil, poured bag after bag of nachos on the table, covered it in cheese, 4 or 5 bags of cheese, and then melted it all with the blowtorch, as only potters do. So that was pretty good, spectacular. So there we have it, some little whiskey sippers. These will have white slip on when it dries, and I'll probably show you earlier in this video an example. So there we have it. So that's it, everything's going well, I'm well. Nearly there, getting on with the chemo, getting stronger, surviving, prevailing. Anyone who's suffering with cancer at the moment, you know, I'm with you. We'll get through this. See you next time.